Start off this makeup look, I already have my brows done because that just would have added on a whole 10-15 minutes to the video. So I'm gonna start off with this Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer because it's one of the best primers that I have ever used. A little crazy, little sexy, little cool, little rough around the edges, but I keep it smooth. I'm always left to center and it's right where my foundation I'm using today is the Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Too Faced Foundation. I'm gonna wet my brush. I don't really give a fuck if I was just the only one who likes that. I never like to follow around the chance of song. So next I'm going to apply my highlighting concealer. So that's gonna be the Juvias Place. Oh wow! It rubbed off like the cover of the screen. Well, it's the Juvias Place Liquid Concealer, and this is in the shade 12. So I like to apply this under my eyes, forehead, nose, chin, all that stuff. And sorry if I keep looking this way. My mirror is right here, so kind of need that to see. And one thing I like to do a little extra of is a little bit of a brighter concealer under my eyes. So this one is the Shape Tape Tarte Concealer. This is 47S, which is Tan Deep Sand. And it's honestly, it's too bright. I thought I could get it for like all over highlighting, but when I tried it out, it's actually too bright. I should have got the deep shade. That one probably would work good. But for this, I just apply it right there, right under my eyes. So now that that's all done, I'm blending all this out with a brush. And I wet my brush. So I'm going to start under my eyes because that stuff is going to dry really fast. Cause my mama couldn't afford new J's Polo, thrift stores, thrift clothes, that was all I knew. So while I'm doing this, sorry you guys that I haven't been posting as much. I mean, hey, not shit happens. I mean, stop cursing. I mean, I don't really want to like curse on my YouTube channel just because cursing words are just like, they're kind of negative like at the end of the day. So I don't want to ever put a negative vibe out on my channel. So I'm going to try to just, like not curse on here. Just know in real life I curse. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh my gosh, right. Oh my gosh. Woo, that memory, you guys. I really like, I need to see somebody. So I was talking about I haven't posted in a while and stuff happens. But, you know, just know that I'm not gonna like take no long ass, I'm not gonna take a long break like I've done before. Because I've been on YouTube since like, really like 2016 or 2017 or something, but my subscribers do not say that because I have not been consistent. But that is all changing this year. That all has changed this year. This year I've been way more consistent, so I'm really proud of myself for that. Now I'm done with this. I'm gonna go in and take my foundation brush, and you see all these harsh lines, just gonna pat right on over them. Down the nose. You really have to do this step because it will completely blend your stuff together. So to set my makeup, I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Setting Powders in the shade Nutmeg and Honey. So I'm going to blend in the concealer right under my eye. And then I'm going to go in with my powder. So I actually mixed the powders. I dip my sponge in the honey, and I dip it in the nutmeg, and then I kind of pat it all together, and then I apply it to my eye.
Keep it smooth. I'm always left the center, and that's right where I belong. I'm the random mind that knows you're hearing major songs that I like.
I'm gonna use those two powders mixed together for everywhere that I highlighted, under my eyes, my forehead, my nose, chin, and then I'm gonna use only the lighter powder for my reverse contour, and then you'll see what I'll do. There's a little too much powder up there.
I remember when you called me weird. We was in math class, third row. I was sitting by you, right before Mr. Ammon's class. Cause my mama couldn't afford it.
And the reason that I do the reverse contour is so that it just makes you look a lot more snatched. All that makeup is creating a bunch of different illusions, you know, with your look. So I am creating the illusion that I have higher cheekbones. So that is why I do really my cheeks go in where I'm putting the lighter powder, but I'm tricking people. Like, that's the purpose of doing the reverse contour. It's to make you look like you have higher cheekbones than what you have. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes, and then I'll come back to the face. So I'm gonna go first with Milani concealer. This is the shade 165 Deep Tan. Because I did already put concealer on there, but it's just gonna use a little more. The eye palette that I'm using today is gonna be the Soft Glam. So first, I'm gonna do the shade Orange Soda. And I'm just gonna apply this kind of under my brow. This will be the transitioning shade. Let's do Sienna. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Sienna, which is that one. That shade right there, and that's gonna go right in my crease. I'm gonna apply it in my crease and like my outer V area. I have been finishing up with my school for the semester. You guys, this semester was rough, y'all. Rough. But I mean, I am honestly very proud of myself. I was really good this semester with my school. I was much better than I was last year. My entire last year sucked, and that's because I was in a relationship where I put my relationship first and above everything that I was involved in, which is a horrible thing to do. Please don't do that. If you get in a relationship, always keep your responsibilities in check, because when you leave that relationship, you're gonna be left with your life and you're gonna have to deal with it. And you do not want to deal with the mess that you've made. Stay on top of your goals and aspirations in life and your responsibilities and things that you're supposed to be working on, even when you get a man. Like, always remember that. That is the #1 mistake that I made last year. But you know, the good thing is that you learn and don't make the same mistakes. That's what it is. But yeah, so I'm much better in my school this year. So now I'm gonna go in with Cypress Umber, which is such a beautiful brown, and I'm gonna apply this right in my crease as well. It's gonna be not as blended out as this color. It's just gonna be a little more tightly in there and along with the outer V.
I was the shit. I like that. I don't really give a fuck if I was just.
And when I'm applying these colors, I'm using sweeping motions. soft sweeping motions. And sometimes when you apply your darker shadow, you do lose that shadow that you just did. So I'm gonna go back in with the sienna. Apply this to the top. I don't know why I just did that. I've never done that before, but I just wanted to change the angle of my brush because I wanted the color to apply heavily closer to the crease. Now I'm gonna go in and just deepen it up just a little bit more. So now I'm gonna use Noir, and that is gonna be right in the very crease. It's basically black, so be careful. And I'm using a very small and detailed brush because I don't want this to go too far from where I'm applying it. I kind of want it to just stay right there. If you find it easier for this part, you can use a tapping motion because sometimes sweeping can cause a lot of fallout. You want to go back in with your old brush, the one with Cypress Umber on it, and blend that out. And that's basically the crease. So now I'm gonna go in and cut the crease. So I'm gonna do that with this new concealer that I wanna try out. It's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer. And this is in the shade 6-7. So it's gonna be like a half cut crease. I'm not gonna go all the way. First I'll apply a bit and I'll look up. And then as you see, the concealer just went on top. So that's how far up you go when you cut your crease. You look up, go circle, circle, look at where your concealer is, and that's where you cut your crease. Now I'm gonna go in and blend it in. Then I'm gonna go back in with the Noir.
I remember when you called me weird. We was in math class, 3rd row. I was sitting by you right before Mr. Ammon's class. Cause my mama couldn't afford new J's Polo, thrift stores, thrift clothes. That was all I knew.
So you blend out the edge like so. I like to go back in with the black and just outline the cut crease basically. You're gonna constantly have to go back in with other brushes and other shadows to just make sure that the colors are there, and it's gonna take some time. So that is a successful cut crease eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other eye. For the lid, we're still using Soft Glam, and I'm gonna use, cause y'all, Soft Glam, these shimmer shades, honey, these shimmer shades are ridiculous. These shimmer shades are so pigmented, and like, I just love them. Caramel Brulee Latte. Bronze is gonna be used on the outer portion of my lid, and then I'm gonna use Fairy, and that's gonna be on the inner portion of my lid. So I'm gonna wet my brush with some Fix Plus. Even though these shimmer shadows in this palette do not need it, it is like really pigmented. And I'm gonna apply this in the middle. Woo, look at that. And this is the shade Bronze. As far as I'm gonna do that shade, I'm gonna go back in and blend out the edges, of course. You always want to do this step. I'm gonna wet my brush once again, and this shade is gonna be Fairy. Oh, I'm actually gonna use Fairy in my tear dot as well. Basically, everything that I used in my crease, I'm just gonna go ahead and add it to my bottom. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some eyeliner. Probably can't get this on camera. So I'm doing lashes today, and I'm also gonna do eyeliner. The eyeliner I'm gonna use is e.l.f. eyeliner, Ride or Die, okay? Because these other eyeliners be weird. Like, they dry up so fast, or I don't know. I think I'm just gonna line my lash line. I'm not gonna do a wing or anything, just because I just don't think it's needed. Polo, thrift stores, thrift clothes, that was all I knew. Do you remember? I remember when you laughed when I cut my perm off and you rated me a 6. I was like, damn. But even back then with the tears in my eyes, I always knew I was. So I did a little bit, like a baby wing, but I just wanted something that would complement the lashes, but I really just wanted to line the eye. Liner is done. Now I'm gonna pop out my lashes. They should give me enough. They look really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on off of camera. I have now popped on the lashes, and I did some mascara on my bottom lashes. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and contour my face. So I'm gonna be using the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette, that middle shade. And I'm also going to be using the Fenty Beauty Warm Bronzer Mocha Mommy. I'm actually going to pat it in just to get a little bit of a more pigmented look.
Sometimes I'm mystery, sometimes I'm free, depending on my mood or my attitude.
Oh my gosh, my lace is lifting. Don't look at that. So I'm also going to go in with whatever's on my brush and just contour my nose a little bit. Gonna go back in and hit my jaw. If you're trying to like slim up your face, then you want to hit all these places that I'm hitting, okay? Your jaw, your cheekbones, your nose, your forehead, your perimeter, all of that you want to hit. Or if you're just trying to like change up your face shape, maybe it's really round and you want like a more oval looking face, then you definitely want to contour the way I'm contouring. So now I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty bronzer, and this one is gonna like really warm up the face a lot, and it just kind of adds a different tone of bronzer. Okay, so now that my face is bronzed up, I'm gonna go in and I'm actually gonna set my face all over and just kind of blend this all together. So I'm gonna do this using the Nutmeg powder by Fenty, since this one, it's not like a light powder. It's kind of the same color as my skin tone. So I'm just using this in between where I put all those powders, kind of blending things together. Definitely want to do this on the nose. So after that, I'm gonna go in and do my blush and highlight. So today, this is the first time I'm using this, by the way, too. So it's kind of a first impression. It is by Tarte, and it is their Amazonian Clay Cheek Wardrobe Blush Authority. So it is a little stack of about 3 shades. 2 of them, I believe, are blushes, and one other one is a highlight. So I'm gonna be using this trio here. See how it just unwraps like that? That is so cool. It doesn't like fold except for the top part. And it's a mirror in it too. So I'm gonna use this middle shade right here for my blush, and then I'm gonna use this for highlight. So we're gonna see how that turns out. The name of the blush and the highlight is I'm Smitten, that's the blush, and Let It Glow is the highlight. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's such a pretty blush. Okay, I like it. So you just want to tap it on the apples of your cheeks, and I like to blend my blushes like kind of like up into my temple a little bit. Okay, beautiful. I love that blush. So next we're gonna try out this highlight. Ooh. Okay. It's too like champagne or silvery. Silver. It's too silver for this look. So awkward. I'm gonna like get this off somehow. I'm gonna blend it with my powder brush. I thought it was more champagne, so that's why I gave it a try. But so I'm gonna go to my fave highlight. It's the Morphe palette. 8H is the color that this one is, and I'm gonna use Mirage. I'm always left to center, and it's right where I belong. There we go. That's a little bit better. I don't really give a fuck if I was just the only one who likes that. I never like to follow around the chances. And for the eyebrow highlight, I'm gonna take this smaller brush and just go in and go right under the brow. Doing some more reverse contouring because I've now done my bronzer, so I'm noticing it just went over a little bit to my reverse contour, so I just want to clean it up. So for this lip, I'm gonna take a brown lip liner by NYX. This is in the shade Club Hopper. So now I'm gonna go in with my lip stain by Ulta. It is in the color Nobble. Now I'm also gonna go in with the Anastasia liquid lipstick in Stripped.
I remember when you called me weird. We was in math class, 3rd row. I was sitting by you.
And I'm also gonna do a gloss. Yes, I am. I'm gonna do the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Warm Bronze. So now I'm just gonna go back in and blend off that reverse contour that I put there just last minute. It's kind of just absorbed into my skin, hasn't it? So this is my finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely leave a comment down below if you liked it and tell me what you think about the makeup. Don't forget to check the description box because that's where I will have all the information on all the products. Stay tuned for more videos from me. I know you haven't watched all my videos, so go watch some more. I will be back for another video next week. On Friday. Every Friday I upload a video. Subscribe to my channel, it really helps me out. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.